Henny Bunny still hasn't laid any eggs. The advice panels say it might be because she's not getting enough sunlight inside. She also really doesn't like me standing here. She's a fussy little thing. Let's go look at the pecked head one. Hold on. Okay. Doing really well, honestly. The cats are gonna love this. What'd you think, friend? Come here. Watch. Watch. Here we go. Woo! Ha ha. Your head's really doing better. I'm amazed. You're going to be permanently scarred. But your head's really doing better. Watch your toe. Watch your toe. Okay. Come here. Oh well. Boop. Crazy kitty on top. And this is why it's so critical that I figure out how to finish this darn hutch outside. Let's go look at that. I lost my pause capability. No kitties. Miranda likes to follow. Alright, so let's look at the hutch. Alright, so the concept is the floor is in. There, you can see it better when it's, because it's green, you might not see it too well backlit by more green. But the whole floor's in. I need to like get the baby lightning bug off my hand. Put in like a gap preventer here. And then I also need to put in subflooring. And then this is gonna fit in right like this once that gap is filled. Right like this. I'm just gonna pound it in with a hammer, I think. And then I'll put in, and it's like that just so that there won't be like a big gap in the back. I just want to have it real flush. And so this is going to be the privacy zone. And then there's a piece in the front yard. Right there. And that piece is going to be the roof. Slash, and I don't know what I'm going to do about this look. These little pokey uppy parts that I thought would be a good idea, but I may have to bend those back. But my thought was that it would help keep critters from trying to claw in, like discourage that sort of attempt. But also, yikes, that kind of hurts. So maybe bend it outwards. I don't know. We'll see. But the idea is that they'll be able to be in here. I did get the vinyl coated, but also this is 5/8, not 1/2. So there's an 1/8 of an inch, tiny bit more of space. It would be better to have 1/2 inch hardware cloth as the secondary floor so that the predator protection is as good as it can be. But, you know, for the moment, it's doing pretty good. I also think I'm going to end up wiring together some things because this is technically just free floating. I'm either going to have to put in a support plank here and staple there so that nothing can get in there, or wire it together to the other piece of wire. There is enough extra 1/4 inch hardware cloth to fill in gaps as needed. Here I have a little extra piece of panel stapled in there. Step around some things here. Look, I have math on my pants. And then over here, there's also scrap pieces filling in gaps so nothing can get in. And then we'll just put in, of course, that's a really big gap at the end, and there's a gap up top as well, but those will be taken care of by perhaps scrap wiring and some wire mesh hardware cloth in some portions, but also largely the big parts at the end. This is going to be the roof, and that's going to be the enclosed weatherproof area. So that's what we're looking at in here. It's looking really good to me. I'm really happy with this. It's coming along. I do need to mention, ooh, that's strong. Somebody's got some of the good stuff. There's medical marijuana in there. Somebody, don't know who, someone in the neighborhood has. So this is gonna be a continued project. I ran out of staples for my staple gun. I have those on order. They're supposed to come Monday. So the amount more of progress that I can make over the weekend is somewhat limited. We'll see how I do. I may get real stubborn and just use screws. I think I have maybe 10 staples left, and some of them are just single one-offs that probably won't properly feed into the staple gun anyway. So I have a really old, like, I have my grandfather's T50 staple gun. Stiff, large, plain metal looking thing. Really does the trick though. So yeah, there's more to be done. And then the concept here is that these simultaneously, my hands are in use. I have one hand fully in use. This, I will be able to rotate it to accommodate having their droppings fall through in different places in this area. That's going to be a rotation pin in the back. And I do think that for privacy and for the shading of this, I may end up moving this pair here instead, just to get a jump start on something taller being here. So that pair will need trimmed out of its trellising, but I know it won't get too tall because I've hardly had to do anything with it to keep it as short as it is. And you can see it's maybe 12 foot tall. So that pair could be really perfect for right here as far as shading from the afternoon sun fully. So the sun goes kind of that way and sets over there. So there you have it. Also, lucky break, when the hen is in here, or hopefully someday more than one hen, because I am really frustrated with my hatch rate, and it is absolutely difficult to deal with. When the hen's in here, the eggs will all roll to one side, which is going to be so nice. They'll still get enrichment time and still get time to go out in the garden and everything. Let's have a peek. We have just 30 seconds to look at the other birds, and then this video is going to end on its own. Hi, birds. You're doing good. I'm proud of you. Tell everybody to feel free to like, share, subscribe, and that the playlist coming up is going to be about all the quail and the whole journey from my very first quail and to the point where I'm struggling right now, and then beyond. So feel free to like, share, subscribe.